So the Tory party, the Conservative Party, are working out who's going to be the next Prime Minister. They're having like a battle at the moment between 12 visionaries, 12 candidates who all sort of have their own vision of making Britain better, Great Britain, really. It all comes with a video. They've all written a video in record time. But even before that, when you hear them interviewed on the radio or the TV, they weren't planning to go for higher office, but they've had a calling and they've discussed it with their family and they feel it's the right thing to do. To go for the highest office and serve the people. And they really weren't thinking about actually becoming Prime Minister, but their friends said that you really should run, and their family and everyone who knew them. It was the last thing on their list of things to do. They probably were just going to sit in the garden, but suddenly they decided that they wanted to become Prime Minister and make a video. So that's what they've done. And all the videos, I mean, they're all different. Well, I mean, they've all got flags in, but I mean, I'm not saying that they've copied each other, because they wouldn't obviously do that. They've all got their own vision. They don't need to copy it, but they've all start with a flag draped over their shoulders or behind them, very big flag, and patriotic music. And they all came from humble backgrounds, weirdly, according to the video, and they got loving families, and they're very normal, really. And then they suddenly go on to a picture of the World Cup in 1966, when Britain was won something, and everyone was happy, and they said they've got a vision to serve the British people in the best way they can by cutting taxes. Interestingly, they all got flags and they're all going to cut taxes. Some different taxes, but they're all, because that's what the Conservative Party's all about, low taxation. And they want to get back to that. So the services, they'll just cut the services. So we might have to, a few days a week, teach your kids from home, but you won't have to pay tax because there won't be any schools. And you might have to, if you don't get a heart attack, that's all I'm saying, because you don't want to wait for an ambulance. Or if you do, maybe you could buy a machine because you're not paying taxes. It's all going to get privatised in the end, because the Conservative Party is about low taxation and light government, or no government. In fact, the vision of the Prime Minister, the potential Prime Minister, could arguably be doing nothing in the office with a flag behind, because they won't have any tax revenue, because they would have cut them all and there would be no services. But they haven't got to that point yet, because there's a few steps to go. It's fascinating. And then there's a picture of a house with the sun behind it, and then that's their vision. Cheers.